Hello, this is going to be my review of the Campark X25, which is a budget-friendly action camera that we purchased on Amazon for around $50, actually a little bit less than $50. Everything I say in this review is going to be my opinion only, so please feel free to disagree, especially after you see the sample footage that is going to be after this section of the video. Videos taken at different resolution settings with this camera, so you can judge for yourself, decide for yourself if you think that the quality is good. This is the Campark X25. This is my opinion only. I really like this camera for a little bit less than $50, around $50. I think that this is great value for the money, especially considering the fact that, in my opinion, the quality of the 1080p resolution video, 2.7K and 4K resolution video that is recorded with this camera, I think is very good. I was very, very impressed with the quality of the video for the price, and it just goes to show you that you really don't need, not only do you not need to spend at least $200 to buy a decent action camera, but you don't even have to spend $100. You don't even have to spend $80. If you just do your research, spend your time watching sample videos on YouTube, you can find a few of those on my channel for this camera and for other cameras, then you can find a good quality action camera for around $50. But just keep in mind that when I got this camera, I assumed that every camera for around $50 would produce the same quality footage, and that is not the case, which is why I highly recommend that you do your research. The Campark X25, in my opinion, has fantastic battery life, and even after filming for almost an hour, I still had 3 bars out of 3 remaining in the battery indicator icon. I really like the quality that was recorded. I really like the quality of the videos at the 1080p resolution setting, and also the 2.7K and the 4K setting. Your standard set of accessories is included with this camera, and there is the usual set of features such as the slow motion feature, the time-lapse feature, and the photo feature, which really does not matter because the photo feature on a cheap action camera is certainly not meant to replace the photo ability, the photo taking feature on your smartphone or your standalone camera, so forget about the photos. But there's a time-lapse feature which works very well, a slow motion feature which is decent. But mainly when you record videos at 1080p, 4K, and 2.7K, I was very, very impressed with the quality of the footage. As you're going to see, the next few clips are going to be some sample videos that we recorded with this camera at different settings. So I'll let you decide for yourself, the viewer, if you think this is good quality for a $50 action camera. But in my opinion, it is great quality, and I really like this action camera. I wouldn't really call this a downside considering the price, but there is no image stabilization feature on this camera. I think this camera was released a couple of years ago in 2019. Additionally, on the 4K setting, video setting, and 2.7K setting, you must have the fisheye effect on. There's no option to turn it off. Whereas when you go to the 1080p 60 frames per second setting, that is the highest resolution setting that you may opt to turn off the fisheye effect, which I always do. I don't really like the fisheye effect. So 1080p, 2.7K, 4K video recording capabilities here. I really like the quality that was recorded with this camera. This is really, in my opinion, a good value for the money. Keep in mind there's no image stabilization if that's something that's important to you, but for $50 I really like this camera, and the next few clips will be some sample videos that we recorded with this camera at different settings, so you can judge for yourself if you think that, if you agree with me that the video quality looks pretty good. Thanks for watching this review of the Campark X25 action camera, a budget-friendly action camera that you may purchase on Amazon for around $50 or maybe a little bit less, depending if it's discounted a little bit. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next few clips where we show you some sample footage taken with this Campark X25 camera. Hello, this is a 1080p video test, 60 frames per second with the Campark X25 budget-friendly action camera, which we purchased on Amazon for a little bit less than $50. 1080p video test, 60 frames per second with the Campark X25 action camera. Hello, this is a 1080p 60 frames per second video test with the Campark X25 action camera on this beautiful Sunday afternoon, April 18th, 2021. This is a budget-friendly action camera that we purchased on Amazon for a little bit less than $50, and I'm hoping that the video quality will look good. I do like this camera very much due to its long-lasting battery life and in what is, in my opinion, very good video quality for the price that we paid. This is the Campark X25 budget-friendly action camera, and this is a 1080p video test at 60 frames per second. Hello, this is a 1080p video test at 60 frames per second with the Campark X25, a budget-friendly action camera which we purchased on Amazon for less than $50. This is a video test just to see how good the video quality is, in your opinion, on this 1080p resolution, and how good the audio quality is. How well can you hear me right now? The fisheye effect is currently off. We're just walking around on this Sunday morning, April 18th, 2021, with the Campark X25 budget-friendly action camera. I really like this camera. I think the video quality is great for such a low price. Even though the camera does not have image stabilization, I really like the video quality, which is why this is my favorite budget action camera so far. The Campark X25 action camera. Hello, this is a 1080p video test, 60 frames per second with the Campark X25 budget-friendly action camera, which we purchased on Amazon for a little bit less than $50. This is a 1080p, 60 frames per second video test on this beautiful Sunday morning, April 18th, 2021, with the Campark X25, my favorite action camera out of the three that I have by far. Even though it does not have image stabilization, I do very much like the video quality on this budget-friendly action camera. 1080p video test, 60 frames per second. Hello, this is a 1080p video test, 60 frames per second with the Campark X25 action camera. 1080p, 60 frames per second. (1080p, 60 frames per second) video test with the Campark X25. Hello, this is another 4K video test, 30 frames per second with the Campark X25 budget-friendly action camera that we purchased on Amazon for a little bit less than $50. 4K video test on this beautiful Sunday morning, April 18th, 2020. We have the Campark X25, which has, in my opinion, very good battery life and very good quality video for the price. Does not have image stabilization. However, this is my favorite of the three cameras that I have so far. I have the Campark X35 and the Vantop VANTOP, Moment for You, other videos on the channel. But so far, this is definitely my favorite of the three that I have. because of the fact that the video quality just looks very clear in my opinion. It says 1080p resolution. Well, this isn't a 1080p video test, but for the 1080p video resolution setting, in my opinion, it is good 1080p resolution. This is just a 4K video test, 30 frames per second, but feel free to check out some other resolution video tests on the channel if you would like, or rather on this video. Again, this is a 4K video test, 30 frames per second, the Campark X25 action camera. Hello, this is a 4K video test at 30 frames per second with the Campark X25 budget-friendly action camera that we purchased on Amazon for a little bit less than $50. In my opinion, a great value for the money, considering even though it does not have image stabilization, in my opinion, the video quality is great for the price that we purchased it for, a little bit less than $50. I'm not going to guarantee that you'll be able to find it for that price, but that's around the price range that you can see for this particular action camera, the Campark X25, with good battery life, the standard set of accessories, and overall good video quality, especially at the 1080p resolution setting. This is the Campark X25 action camera, and we have our 4K video test here at the Edgemont High School track. Hello, this is a 4K video test with 30 frames per second with the Campark X25 action camera. 4K resolution at 30 frames per second. .4K video test, 30 frames per second with the Campark X25 action camera. Hello, this is a 2.7K video test at 30 frames per second with the Campark X25 action camera. 2.7K resolution, 30 frames per second. .7K video test, 30 frames per second with the Campark X25. Hello, this is a 2.7K video test at 30 frames per second with the Campark X25, a budget-friendly action camera that we purchased on Amazon for a little bit less than $50. I realize that this camera is around 2 years old, but even on April 18th, 2021, 2 years later, I still think the quality is fantastic for a camera that costs less than $50. This is honestly my favorite of the three cameras that I have. I also have the Campark X35 and the Van Top moment for you. This is the Campark X25, a budget-friendly action camera. This is it. I don't know if you can see it right here, I'm filming with right there. Campark X25. This is a 2.7K video test. See how well can you hear me right now? How good do you think the audio quality is at 2.7K resolution on this camera? We're just walking around Sunday morning. a little bit chilly, but otherwise this seems to be a perfect day so far. Just walking around the Edgemont High School track. Hello, this is another 2.7K video test, 30 frames per second with the Campark X25 budget-friendly action camera that we purchased on Amazon for a little bit less than $50. This is a 2.7K video test, 30 frames per second Campark X25 action camera, which has great battery life in my opinion and great quality for the price in my opinion. This camera is a couple of years old, but in my opinion it has great video quality, especially at the 1080p resolution setting. Sunday morning, April 18th, 2021, and we have this great video quality. I'll let you decide for yourself if you think it's good video quality. This is a 2.7K video test, 30 frames per second.